Today, day 21 of the U.S. government shutdown, and it's significant for two reasons. The shutdown now ties the record for the longest in U.S. history. And more important, for hundreds of thousands of Americans, this is the day of the first missed paycheck for federal workers. And we've been hearing stories of people in the stress and the fear and the unknown for hundreds of thousands of households, including one we're going to take you to now in Clayton, New Jersey. You're going to meet John Siciliano, who's a federal corrections officer across the river in Philadelphia at a federal detention center, and his wife, Vicky, my guest this morning in Clayton. Good to meet you there in the Siciliano home. Thank you for being our guest in Canada this morning.
Good morning.
John, let me begin with you because I don't need to tell you this would be your payday today, but you're not going to get any money going into that account. What do you normally do with the first paycheck of the month? Where does it go?
Pay the mortgage.
It's spoken for, pays the mortgage. So it's not there this time. What are you going to do?
Luckily, this month we had a couple friends step forward to help us out to pay this.
And this just happened yesterday. So
yesterday.
We've been losing a lot of sleep over it, a lot of time away from our children, because we're just constantly worrying about it and at the table trying to figure out, where are we going to shift this money around. I mean, our mortgage is the main bill, but I mean, like everyone else, we have so many other bills. And then you have to worry about being able to buy groceries, gas to get to work, because he still has to go to work every day, risk his life. And we have to now worry about making sure that we can still do that and be able to provide for our family.
And it's still so uncertain because it still seems like they're in a standstill and nothing's getting done. And I don't know about next month. It's closing in quick.
Exactly, your next month's mortgage payments. So there's a lot of, as you said, question mark and uncertainty. How long could you go on as a family, John, without a paycheck from you coming in?
He can't make a month.
Yeah, maybe a couple weeks.
A couple of weeks.
No, we couldn't make through a month. We live paycheck to paycheck, like a lot of people do.
So, Vicky, I know that you're a preschool teacher, so everything now is going to be relying on your paycheck. But even then, it's obviously very, very tight, as it is, as you say, in so many homes.
Right, he's the main breadwinner, so that's where the majority of our money comes from. And we've worked very hard to be where we are financially. And that's my decision of how we got there, not anyone else's. And I just feel like that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to make their own decisions, and that's what we've done. And right now, by withholding his paycheck, it's like they're saying that we're not humans, like we're just pawns in this game, and that they can control our decisions.
And
I want to come back to the, can I just want to say, I want to come back to the fight at the center of us in a second, but I'm really trying to get in a little bit more your family's personal choices and the impact on your family. You talked about now it's going to be up to you, Vicky, to bring in the money. I talked to a gentleman yesterday, John, who took a second job as an Uber driver, a Lyft driver. Is that an option that you'd look at?
No, that's what I was going to say, is because I'm essential personnel. I work my 8-hour shift, and then if someone doesn't come in, I have to work another shift. So I'm pretty much on call because I'm law enforcement, and it's really not an option.
So you can't look elsewhere for money to take you through this time. So it's all up to you, Vicky. What kind of changes, you said the things that you're trying to have to balance, what kind of changes are you looking at in your family lifestyle to make?
Definitely have to cut things out.
Food and juggling different bills around, who's getting paid, who's not getting paid.
That's the most stressful, is constantly wondering, because my main thing is I want people to understand that we're not getting paid now, but that's affecting our future because we're missing payments. Like I said, we worked very hard to get our finances where they are and have good standing with creditors, and now our creditors are saying they don't want to work with us, which causes us, we can't pay the payments on time, and they're not seeming to really work with us, so then our credit goes down, and that affects your future. It's really hard to bring those things back up.
Like you can't get a break. It's really frustrating for me because I come home from work if I'm not working extra hours, and like I'm on the phone with our mortgage company, Bank of America, and they pretty much told us if we missed 2 payments, they'll put us into a foreclosure, and there's nothing in place for government employees. So. And
I keep calling back every few days, hoping that the longer it goes, they have something else in place. And then, you know, I'm calling again yesterday, and I'm still being told, oh, well, we have this in place for you, but during the meantime, while you're not paying it, the only option is this option, and you're going to cure fees and your credit score is going to go down in the meantime. I said, I want to pay you.
So you're not.
I've never missed a payment. I want to pay you.
They're not really helping us. So.
What a mess in so many ways. You have children. We have some pictures of your kids to show. They must be asking you questions. What are they experiencing and what are they worried about right now?
Our daughter's only 10, so she just, you know, from what she's hearing and seeing, it's just, she just turned to me and asked me, like, are we going to lose our house? She shouldn't have to worry about that. My son is like, oh, Mommy, I have some money from Christmas. I can help you pay groceries. Like, they shouldn't have to worry about these things. Yeah. And we just tell them that, you know, Mommy and Daddy are going to take care of it. It's going to be okay. You know, that's what you just do as a parent, is trying to comfort them and make them feel safe.
Be strong. It's cool.
But that's so, as you say, that's so tough, as you don't even know how long this is going to go on. Day 21 and no end in sight. If you don't mind my asking, you talked about you feel like a pawn in the dispute that's going on that has everything in Washington so locked up, and the showdown over the wall. Have you been? Did you vote? Are you Trump supporters?
I'm not. No. I did not.
How do you feel about the politics that's affecting the people like you?
I believe they could open up the government and somehow work this out. It's just ridiculous. Like, we're being, like you said, like we're a pawn in the game right now, and the Democrats and the Republicans are like big kids. They're going tit for tat, and nothing's getting done, and everybody's suffering in between. I mean,
as in anything, it's not fair to use people to get what you want. I'm supposed to be in charge of my life, not someone else.
And I mean, it's just not only affecting the million federal workers, but some people I work with, they take care of their parents, and you know, and medical issues for their kid. It's just a bad situation. It's going to get worse. Honestly, I don't see anything in sight right now.
Well, hopefully there will be an end in sight for you. I have to end our conversation there, but it's just a pleasure to meet you both. And, you know, Canadian families the same. Everybody can relate. Families with kids, activities, bills to pay, getting by, doing what you can in your life to get to better things, and feeling exactly what you're going through in this time of uncertainty. We're thinking of you and wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John and Vicky Siciliano in New Jersey this morning.